Huh. Says Darkglass Element headphone amp. Let's see how heavy it gets. Hey guys, it's Kevin Untraysian over at Backroom Studios. Today we're going to review the Darkglass Element. It's a headphone amp and cab sim all in one. It's pretty useful. Now you may be asking, why would a studio be needing something like this? Well, my good buddy Lauren sent this over to me. He's been my Darkglass rep for a few years now. He's great. He always, we got lots of Darkglass stuff here. We got multiple bass amps, we got a bunch of pedals, and as you know, they're fucking amazing. And we use them all the time. So Lauren thought this would be cool for me to check out, so he sent this over. And I guess we're gonna try some interesting stuff with it. You know, we're gonna show what it can do, but then the fun stuff in a little bit we're gonna get to is, I have a session from a band called Burden, and this is probably one of the heaviest bands I've ever recorded. And I'll play a little bit for you now. So what we're gonna do with this is we're gonna run the DI tracks through a rev pedal into this and then use the cab sims on it and replace the original tracks and see how heavy it is. So that should be pretty fun. And I have not done this. I don't know if it's gonna be awesome or what's gonna happen. So we're gonna find out together. So let's go through some of the specs on this guy. It's got a lot of things crammed into a little tiny box here. Actually, let me plug it in first. That would make more sense. Fantastic. Oh, what the fuck? Well, let's plug it in first thing. Just using a one spot. Oh, fancy lights. Okay, cool. So let's kind of go over what this thing has to offer. It has two headphone outputs, and I guess the premise is you can plug your pedal board straight into this if you're like at a show, or remember when the shows were a thing? Or a rehearsal, or just like in the green room, or just in your house. Like, I don't really have an amp at my house, because I got a bunch back here. But this would be cool for me to actually leave at home probably, and that way I can just, you know, plug into this guy when I want to roll and just plug whatever kind of pedal I want into it and just play in my headphones. I kind of wish I had this thing a long time ago when I was playing live, because this would be really great to work out some songs to some of the Dillinger material with. So you have two volumes here. It's like a touch guy, so that's pretty cool. Louder, softer, and that's for each headphone output. Now you plug your, like I said, you can plug your guitar straight in. You can go through your pedals. That way you can have like an overdrive, so you can get some distortion going. Otherwise, it's just going to be clean. And you can have an aux in to like send a mini jack from your whatever. I guess your Android, because iPhones don't fucking have that anymore. Or, you know, whatever, your mini disc player or your CD player, guys. You guys don't even know what that is, so I don't know why you bother with these jokes. So yeah, you can plug a stereo feed right into here, the songs you're learning, you get to rehearse, whatever you want to do, just to jam on. And so you have two outputs. You can have you and your buddy listening to them and figuring it out. You can get your input going in there. You could also have some interesting routing with an amp. And you have an attenuator kind of on the side. You do have to keep a load on the amp though. This is not a load box. This is not a load box. So then some more things you got going on here. You can also hold this button right in the center for hold it down for Bluetooth pairing. And that way you can sync it with your phone or whatever Bluetooth device you want and send the track that way if you don't want to use the aux in on the side, which is really handy. Now there's a middle knob that goes up and down. This is the blend between the guitar input signal or bass and the track. So if you want more of that or more of that, go the other way. It's a pretty easy mix knob essentially. On the side here you have a direct output XLR, so you can plug it into your DAW or the PA or your mom, whatever you want. Has a ground lift. And I don't know what this clear plate is for. I feel like it should do something. I have not yet figured out if it does anything. I have not gotten it to do something. I'm just... Nope, nothing. On the side here, we also have a USB input, so you can connect it to the Darkglass suite, and you can update via the computer software, do a firmware update, which I did, and you can also change out the cab sims. You can also do it with the Bluetooth as well, which is pretty rad. You can just get the phone app and then just swap cab sims on the phone app. It's pretty easy, and I used both the software on the PC and the phone, and both were just insanely easy. If I have to have any criticism, it's that this button right here, now I think I kind of broke it in and it's pretty easy to push. When I first got it, I could not figure out how to get this button to change cabs. So you got 5 cabs here, and yeah, it's for, I don't know, I'm an idiot. So you can see it goes from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I believe that is a bypass when you go all the way around. So yeah, you get to keep 5 cabs on board there. It's pretty handy. So without further ado, let's check it out in Pro Tools land. So here we are in Pro Tools land, right? Like we said, we've got our phone here with the software, the Darkglass suite. We've got the Element, and we've got our Rev. So the output, the DIs that we're working with, outputting from Pro Tools, going into the Rev G3 to give it some sweet gain. And then we're gonna go into the Element, and we're gonna cycle through different cabs. So hopefully you can see this. You can select through all these different cabs options. You can load them straight in on the fly, and you can select what slot you're in. It's pretty cool. You can select favorites if you're like, oh, I'd like that one and not this one. You know, that's pretty cool too. So let's see what we got here. We're gonna try one of the DIs for this section. It's a pretty heavy section, you know. It's pretty gnarly sounding. So let's go through a couple of the cabs. This is London Guitar. This is the original one. The other one was number 2. This is California Guitar 4. It's pretty gnarly sound, pretty bassy. We got, so this is the X7 cab sim, which actually for guitar, it's not that bad. And then we got Nolly's Mega Meld IR, which I'm assuming is not meant for guitar, but it actually sounds pretty good. You could make it work for sure. But, and then this is off. So just full on frequency range. Okay, so going back to London Guitar 2 right now. Cool. So if you wanted to say swap it out for California 1 on the fly, just play it and you hit load here. Makes a fun little Bluetooth sound. Pretty cool, right? Let's try that one. And that one is number 3, which is California Guitar 4. It's pretty dark. You can kind of crank that up pretty high. All right, so let's go ahead and just run that through. I'll do it quickly for you. So we're actually just gonna mute the original takes now. That's this one and this one. Just make those inactive for now. And we're gonna check out what this sounds like together. So solo these, the new elements. Sounds pretty heavy. So now let's check it out in the context of the song and see how it sounds. Should be pretty cool. Let's just see. That's definitely heavy as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. That shit was pretty awesome. Pretty surprised. Didn't really know it would hang that well. So let's go and now we'll switch over to a solo tone. So we've got a big sweet solo over here. And let me fire that up for you guys now. So we got the solo going. We chose a different cab. We actually went on this one for the solo tone. I thought it sat best with just regular London guitar, the first one. And had a little bit better upper mids. It was a little more clarity in that one for the solo as opposed to the rhythms. And I'll play it right now so you can hear what the solo section sounds like. I did a harmony as well, so it sounds pretty incredible. Check it out. Then acoustic comes in. This song is crazy. This song is also 12 minutes long. So because it's so much fun, I will leave a link for that in the description if you guys want to check out these guys. Highly recommend. It's like Doom, but like super tasteful. Like, it's incredible. Really amazing musicians. So final thoughts on the Darkglass Element. It's pretty good. It's pretty cool little package here. They crammed a lot of stuff in here. You know, I guess our test really wasn't the intended design of, of what this thing's for, but it just proves that it's pretty versatile, and if you are using it to jam with, at a rehearsal or in a green room setting or just practicing at home, you can also use it as a cab sim for anything, even studio work. Like this could easily make the final record, these cab sims. So it's a pretty cool little box, and I would definitely check it out if it's something you need, on the road. This is a pretty handy tool, man, all in one, and you already have your pedal board out there, so why not just run it straight in here and just jam along to tunes. So give it a go. Like I said, I'll leave the link to these guys in the description, so check them out too. This song's 12 minutes long, so sit tight, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.